Here we go. He took the out one. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run on first down. Glover. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Check 59. Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And taken right on the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Right there.
On first down, Love. He's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Back. Hatchet.
Now a give right side. Means. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have a break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Glover. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 3. Check. 59 Mike. Check.
They'll try the left side. Means 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
59. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bryant. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll try the left side. Means. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first...
And he's into the clear. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Bryant. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check 3. Watch the safety creep. Check 26. Check 26. Go. Orbit. 59.
And they give this time to the tailback. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Here we go. team on it. Get team on it.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to loft one. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to left side. Means. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bryant. He finds Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bryant. Wide open receiver complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards on the ground.
1st down, Minnesota.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check. Fresno. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. 15 on it.
On 1st down, Bryant. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, Bryant. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Bryant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, Glover. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes it
got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Back to throw. Love. And this is incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Deuce, let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Rush in.
They'll try the left side. Means they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, Bryant. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is fielded inside the 5. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. Kilgore, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Love. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Check. No.
On first down, Glover. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Buddy up. 59. Mike 50. Gotta lose one. Shit.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Alert 3. Alert 4. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try the left side. Means. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 25, check 25. 25. High seven.
Back to throw. Love. And Walker has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And bring it. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 51. Mike 51. Bring it.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Glover. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 3rd down, Glover. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you